How to get the most out of reading. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you, the two steps, the two ways that you can get the most out of reading. Because, let me ask you, why do you think reading is important? Because you see, all those successful people, they spend a quality of their time every single day for reading. Why? Because they know the more they learn, the more they earn. And the irony between of the successful people and unsuccessful people is unsuccessful people, they have always told people that, oh, I already know that. While the successful people, they just constantly learn and grow, and unsuccessful people, they just pretend they already know. And so if you want to be successful, if you want to become rich like Bill Gates, like Steve Jobs, you should spend a quality of your time every single day on solely reading. So, before I talk and I'll share with you the two ways for you to get the most out of reading, let me share a little personal story of myself. Because in the past few years, since when I was a child, I just hated reading. Whenever my mom told me, oh, you should read more, you see, all those successful people around you, they just read a lot. So if you want to be successful, you have to read like them. The amounts of books that you have to read, you have to read at least one book a month, right? And at that time, I'm just I don't understand why I should read. And so whenever my mom told me to read, I just pretend, oh, I will read, and then I'll read a few pages, and I'll just drop the books. And I can't even finish a single book for a year. But now I'm reading at least one book a week. So I'm reading basically at least four books a month. And this transformation happened when I really understand the value of reading. Because why you should read more is because you're leveraging your time. All those successful people, they understand the value of their time. So they don't waste time on figuring out all those things out by themselves, because they know if they want to be successful, there's already leave clues. Success leave clues. So they found someone who have been doing the things that they want to do, and they just follow them. They just model success. As a great quote says, the fastest way to success is to model success. So what they do, they find books, because books is a really good resource for you, as a good sources for you as a mentor, to guide you the way that if you are struggling with your productivity, you can find books about productivity. If you're struggling with self-discipline, you can find books about self-discipline. And that's the beauty of reading, is that you're leveraging other people's time. You see, all those authors, they spending years and years doing those research, doing crafting, making the craft of their books, and you're just spending for a month or for a week to finish their books and to get the most out of it. So you're just leveraging the time and to really get the most out of your life. So if you want to get most out of your life, you have to stay at the end of this video, because I'm going to share with you the very powerful two ways for you to get the most out of this book. Because this is what I struggled when I just start my journey. When I didn't know, I was reading, but I didn't know how I can get the most out of those books. Because I found myself still get stuck, I'm not still improving as much, even I was reading. So I really want to find the ways to get the most out of reading. I really want to improve much more by reading. And so at that time I find mentor, asking them how to get the most out of the books. And I get a lot of insights, I got a lot of ideas, and that's the reason why I want to share these two ways for you, and then so that you can get the most out of your books, and you don't just waste your time on reading the books, and then after you read it, you just forget all of those materials, right? You don't want that to happen. You want to retain the memory that you gained from your reading. So without further ado, let's go to the first way for you to get the most out of reading. The first way is to sharing. It's by teaching other people. Because why? Because when you teach other people, you need to simplify your ideas to a point that people they are not familiar with the materials, they can still understand. Because when you can teach people and other people can understand, that means you truly understand and remember what you have learned from the books. And that can also retain your own memory for you to get the most out of those books, for you to really know what you just read. And that's the reason why a lot of people they share ideas on YouTube, and that is why I share some book review on YouTube videos. If you have not checked it out, please check it out. For some book review that I've done, because the more you teach, the more you share about the ideas, the more retains the memory that you can get, the more memory that you can receive, and you get more familiar with the materials when you just keep talking to people about the ideas. Once after you just read a little chapters, you can just go teach people. You can talk to your friends, your family about the books, that the contents that you're reading, so that you can really retain the memory, so that you can just sink deep to your subconscious mind, that you just don't need to think about it, but you just already really know it and understand it. And that's the first way, is by teaching and sharing the materials that you are learning. And it also applies to whatever things that you read, whatever books or magazines, or even your school homework or assignments. It works for all those reading materials. So it's not limited to only the entertainment books. And okay, let's now go to the second powerful way, which I think is the most powerful way for you to get the most out of your book, is by taking action. Because that is what I've heard from my mentor over and over again, is that knowing and not doing is the same as not knowing. You see, a lot of people, they know a lot of stuff. They know they should not play video games. They know they should not waste their time. They know they should go to gym, but they don't do it. And just as a quick, knowing not doing is the same as not knowing. So you see a lot of people, they know a lot of stuff, but why they cannot achieve what they want in their life, why they are not achieving success in their life, is because they are not doing what they know. Common knowledge is not common practice. And what separates the successful from the majority is that they take action on what they know. They take action on what they learned. And so for you who want to get the most out of the book, out of the knowledge, out of all those stuff, is by you taking action, by you really doing what you have learned from the books. So I can give you some example for what I did. I remember I was reading a book called The 4-Hour Work Week, and there's a lot of tiny challenges after each chapter. And there's one challenge just called get a phone number, right? It's something like that. Like, get a phone number from a beautiful girl. And the challenge is that basically you just walk on the street, and then you approach to a beautiful girl that you found it's really beautiful, is really charming, and really cute. And you have to go to her, and then you have to ask her phone number. And he gives a sentence so that you can remember, for you to to ask for the phone number, so that you don't appear weird. And so what I did was just the next day, I remember I was in the school bus. There's not many people. There's just me and a girl and a guy. And so at that time I found, oh my god, how many of you have that situation, that this moment is just for you, and it is meant to happen for you. Once after you have learned some knowledge, or you have some just gain some skills, it is the moment for you. The man above, he gave you the task, that it is the moment for you to show off. It is the moment for you to just do it. And I can just feel like, oh my god, this is the perfect moment for me to go approach to that girl. And so what I did is that, I was still afraid at that time. And then I just waited, and I saw the girl. She's left the bus, while I still need to leave the bus the next station. But what I did is that my heart just shouted for me to just go approach to her, because I've just learned to do the challenge from the books, because I want to get the most out of the book. So what I did is that when she left the bus, I was still crumbling. I was still hesitating whether I should approach her or not. But I just didn't think anymore. Just go there, follow her, and then I just, once she waits at another bus station, and then I just go approach her, and I ask for her phone number, and of course I felt, right? She just saying no for sure, and yeah, I felt, but that was one of the best moments that I've ever had in my life, because it's my first time to approach girls for a phone number. And you see, after I felt getting her phone number, I was so excited because I felt I stepped out of my comfort zone. I felt that I'm challenging myself. I'm stretching that elastic band so that I'm improving every single day. And that's one simple classic example for you to get the most out of your book is to do what you already know. Do what you have just learned from the books so that you can get the most out of it. And just as I mentioned before, common knowledge is not common practice. Because if gaining more knowledge can make you rich, then why don't teachers are the billionaire or millionaire? Then why don't the librarians are a billionaire or billionaire? Well, the last time I checked, most of them they're still that broke. Because they know a lot of knowledge, but they are not doing what they know. And there are three stages of knowing. The first stage, the most simple stage, is most people they know is that knowing. You see, most people they know a lot of stuff, but they are just on this one, the first stage. And the second stage of knowing is by doing. The more you do it, you are pushing yourself to develop a habit of getting uncomfortable, of taking action of what you learned. And that's what most successful people do. They just implement the speed of implementation. Whatever they just read, they go implement. They go take action so that they can get the most out of what they learned. And that's the second stage, by doing. And the third and final stage of knowing something is by living it. Is that you truly own it. Is that you don't just know it. You don't just do it. But you do it every single day. You do it every single moment when you need it. You just own it by heart. You just you're just already living by it. You don't need to read more books. You don't need to recall those things. Because why? Because you're already living what you have learned, living what you have just gained, the knowledge that you have gained, the skills, and all those materials that you have gained. You just live it. You own it. You don't just know it and do it, but you do it every single day. So that's the second point, is by taking action to a point that you transform from knowing to doing and to living. So that's the second powerful way for you to get the most out of reading. So let me summarize. The first way for you to get the most out of your book is by sharing. The more you teach others, the more materials that you can retain. And the second way is to taking action. The more you do it, you don't need to even think about it. You don't need to record those materials, but you're already living it. You are a living proof of those knowledge that you show people that it is the way that you live. So, Weeboners, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy, please click the like button and subscribe my channel. If you enjoy this video, just comment below in regards to any questions that you may have. And please remember to share this video to your friends and family, because the more you give, the more you shall receive. So, as always, Weeboners, if you want to change the world, then be the change. I will see you soon. Bye bye.